Ready. Colors. Ready. Cut. Forward. March. Color guard. Hold. Present. Colors.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Order. Colors. Ready. Cut. Color guard. Parade. Rest.
Please join me in the invocation. On behalf of all here and all the faiths present, we remember all those who lost their lives on September 11th, 2001, and we honor the heroism of all those that rushed to come to the aid of the innocent victims of those heinous attacks. Our hearts and souls go out to those who lost their lives for their fellow citizens that fateful day, and we ask for the protection of all the first responders who risk their lives for us every day, and for the soldiers, sailors, Marines, airmen, and Coast Guardsmen who protect us around the clock and around the world. Amen.
Good morning, faculty, staff, and students. My name is Amberly Dornseef, and I serve as a student body president. This morning, we have come together to remember the tragedy that took place in our country on this day 17 years ago, when our way of life, our very freedom, came under attack in a series of deliberate, deadly terrorist attacks. We are privileged to have Major David Wooten with us today to share his thoughts about that tragic day. Major David Wooten is a 30-year veteran of public service. Before becoming a major with the Nash County Sheriff's Office, Major Wooten proudly served the community as a Rocky Mount firefighter from April of 1991 through June of 1994. Major Wooten joined the Nash County Sheriff's Office in June of 1994, and June of 2009 was promoted to the Civil Division, where he served civil process, oversaw court procedures, just to name a few. In January of 2017, David was promoted to Major, where he now oversees 74 employees, which include 5 divisions: patrol, narcotics, investigations, interstate, and logistics. Major Wooten is a graduate of the 212 session of the FBI National Academy, Wilson Community College, Institute of Management, and Johnston Community College. Throughout his career, he has obtained numerous community service awards, Deputy of the Year, Special Olympics, Meals on Wheels, and North Carolina Sheriff Education and Training Standards Advanced Service Award. Major Wooten is married to Angela with 2 daughters, Morgan and Caitlin, and granddaughter Eden. He enjoys water activities, baseball, and spontaneous weekend getaways with his wife. Please welcome to the podium, Major David Wooten.
Good morning. I would like to extend a sincere thank you for Dr. Bill Carver and Kara Deans for selecting me to be the guest speaker for the 9/11 Remembrance Ceremony. Before we begin, I would like to have a moment of silence for the victims of the 9/11 tragedy that occurred 17 years ago on this day. Thank you. During this time, our fellow Americans choose to remember the victims, not only the citizens that were conducting their everyday business, but also the first responders. It saddens me to know that it takes such tragedies as 9/11, high school shootings, club shootings, and concert shootings for us to recognize our first responders. For me, first responders should be remembered, prayed for, and thanked each day for their service. As first responders, we walk the thin line, whether it's red, white, blue, or yellow. We do not have superpowers, but we are superheroes. What you run from, we run to. We sacrifice so others may live. We are fellow citizens, and we are Americans. There's a special calling for me and my brothers, 911 communicators, firefighters, and EMTs. We put ourselves in harm's way so you may sleep with the comfort of knowing that we're only a phone call away. Our burdens are many, each day risking our lives and concern for our brothers alive. The worry of missing the one phone call that could mean life or death. Getting delayed in traffic on the way to a call when citizens are annoyed because they have to stop and pull over for us to pass. 1 minute too late to save a person who is taking their last breath, and finally needing that one fire hose to extinguish a raging fire, knowing that lives are still inside. First responders. We do not serve for the glory, we serve for the people. We do it to change people's lives, even if it's just one. We're villainized for our line of work, and some days our badges are heavier than others. But because we're called to serve, we wear them proudly. We manage our emotions at the end of the day to go home to our families, only to await to what brings the next day. We wish we could forget some of the scenes we have observed. Sometimes we see more in a day than some people see in a lifetime. Yes, we do carry heavy hearts. In closing, please remember first responders every day and every opportunity you see, as they are not here only during the tragedies, but they're here every day helping, serving your neighbor, friends, and family. And please hold on, because we're coming. Thank you for allowing me to be your guest speaker. May God bless you. May God bless the first responders, and may God bless America.
Hello, my name is Ulysses Puente, and I serve as the treasurer of the Student Government Association. We'd like to thank Major Wooten for coming here today to remember one of the most tragic days in our history and to honor those that lost their lives that day. We ask that you remember the courage of our policemen and women, firefighters, and EMS who rushed into 2 burning towers to bring thousands to safety. The only way we will triumph over terrorism and conquer the senseless tragedy of that horrible day is by celebrating the kindness of the human spirit. Today, as we remember those lost, I ask you to join me in faith that the good will not only endure, they will prevail. In closing, I would like to thank everyone for being here today. Please join us in the Business and Industry Center for refreshments. Please allow the servicemen and women and Nash Central High School Navy JRTC cadets to go through the line first. It is because of their service and sacrifice that we are gathered here today.